Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 o'clock church. Now today I've got a little surprise to play on someone. I'm going to do a little trick and I can't think of two better people to play a little trick on than Bip and Bop. So I'm going to see if I can find them and then we'll play a trick on them. Shh, don't tell them, okay? Bip, Bop, are you there? Oh, hello. I wondered if you two would like to have a little competition this morning. Would you like to do that? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fill this tray up with water. Whoa, careful, step back, you don't want to get wet. Oh, do you think that's going to be enough? Okay, now, see this boat that I made? See the boat? I'm going to put it on the water, and Bip, you've got to blow it to see if you can get it over to this side. Okay, can you practice? Give it a big blow, that's it. Ooh. And Bop, you've got to blow it to see if you can get it to this side. Okay? And the alien, to get it to one side or the other, is the winner. So if Bip gets it to your side, Bop, you lose. Okay? So I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, so we're going to put it on the water and give it a blow. See, like that. Okay, so you need to get right down close. I wonder who's going to be the winner. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to count to 3 and then you both start blowing, okay? Okay, are we ready? So right down low, get blowing. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Oh! You got all wet, you funny aliens. That was a funny trick to play, wasn't it? Okay, well, I think Bip and Bop might have gone off to get dry now. But I found a story keeper who does look a bit funny.
I'm a bit worried.
You're a bit worried?
I've got my snorkel.
You have? Why have you got your snorkeling goggles on?
Bip and Bop told me that it was a huge waves and a huge amount of water and they got soaking wet.
It was quite funny, really.
Really?
Yeah. But I won't get you wet. I've put all the water away now anyway. So you're quite
sure?
safe. Yes, you can take these off. You'll be okay.
Okay.
Come on, we can see you better then. There you go.
There you go.
But we would like a story, please.
Okay.
Yeah, a story maybe with some waves. And some boats.
And a boat.
Getting wet.
Getting wet.
But not you. You don't need to get wet.
I don't need to get wet. That's good. And with Paul.
Oh yeah,
Paul.
Because we've been learning about Paul over the last couple of weeks. That will be good.
Okay, here we go then.
Okay.
City after city, mile after mile, year after year, Paul travelled far and wide, facing danger every day, just so that people could hear about Jesus. Was Paul worried?
Maybe a little bit.
No, not at all, no. In every city he visited, he left behind a little church, a group of people who wanted to live like Jesus. But then Paul went to Jerusalem, and that's where he ran into big trouble. Yes.
What happened?
Well, the religious leaders didn't like it when Paul said that Jesus was the special one that God had promised. They were angry when he said that Jesus really had come back from the dead.
Yeah, they didn't like it when Jesus said those things.
No, that's right. No. That's right. Some people even wanted to kill Paul, but in the end, he was put in chains and sent to Rome to go on trial before the emperor himself.
That's a long way to go.
A long, long way.
Did they go in a boat?
Well, yes. But was Paul worried about it? No, not at all. He was put on a big ship.
Like the ones in Weymouth Harbour?
Well, not really.
No?
No, this one was made of wood.
Oh, not quite so fancy.
And it had sails.
Oh.
It didn't have swimming pools and things like that.
Okay.
No. So, he was put on the ship with the prisoners. And at first the journey went well. But then the wind changed. The ship slowed down, and by the time it reached Crete, it was running late. And was Paul worried?
No.
No, he wasn't. That's right. He knew it wasn't a good time of year to sail. Then if the ship sailed to Crete, if the ship stayed in Crete, everything would be all right.
Oh, so they did that.
Well, that's what he told the men in charge, but they didn't want to wait.
Oh.
So off they sailed across the choppy sea.
Oh dear.
Yes, and it didn't take long for Paul's warning to come true. A hurricane blew up, and the boat was blown around
Was
like
it
a
a bit
toy.
choppy?
Whoa!
Oh,
Yes, like that.
Oh,
and people
dear.
being sick.
Oh.
Oh, when everyone was wet. And there's big waves.
And were they worried?
Well, the sailors were very worried. They dropped their anchor over the side and they threw the cargo overboard and they held the battered boat together with ropes.
Ooh, well done, sailors.
But the storm went on and on until all the food had run out.
Oh, no.
It looked like everyone was going to die. Was Paul worried? No.
No, okay.
Not a
no.
bit. He knew that God would keep him safe. Calmly, he stood and spoke to the others. I had a visit last night from an angel. He told me that we would get to Rome safely. The ship will be destroyed, run aground on an island, but we will all survive.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. And that's what happened. The ship was wrecked off the island of Malta. At first, the soldiers and sailors thought only of themselves, but Paul convinced the men in charge that the angel's promise would only come true if everyone stuck together. And that's what they did. And
Teamwork.
everyone was saved.
Good.
Yes. The people who lived on the island took care of the castaways, and after 3 months they joined another ship sailing to Rome. In that big city, Paul had to stay in his house until the trial, so while he waited, he told everyone who visited him about Jesus.
Oh, that was good.
Yes. Was Paul worried about what would happen to him? No, not at all. Instead, he was busy writing letters to the churches he started all over the world. And in one letter he said, "Don't be worried. Be thankful and tell God what you need. Jesus will give you the peace of God, and that will help you face anything."
Wow. And those letters he was writing, that's what we have in the Bible now, isn't it?
That's right.
So even though all those bad things that Paul went through, lots of good came out of it, didn't it?
Well, it did, yes.
Yeah.
We understand lots about Jesus and about God because of Paul's letters.
And all those people in Malta and in Rome who got to hear about Jesus.
Yes.
They wouldn't have heard about Jesus if Paul hadn't been in that shipwreck.
No, you're right.
So even though bad things look like they're happening and are happening, we can still have God's peace inside of us and good things can happen.
Yes, and we need to be thankful.
Yeah, so we're going to go now, but we hope and we pray for you that if you're going through a bit of a rough time, that you'll know God's peace in your heart and you won't be worried, but you'll trust God to look after you because he loves you. Okay, so we'll see you soon. Goodbye and God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Story Keeper.
You're
Bye.
welcome.